Hello everyone, myself Dr. Mamta Saraf, Assistant Professor Chemistry from Dr. Khoopchand Baghel Government PG College, Bhilai 3. In this video, we are going to discuss the topic probability, permutation and combination. This topic is the part of Unit 2, Statistical Thermodynamics from Paper 3 of MSc Second Sem. Before we come to the topic, I want to give a brief idea about statistical thermodynamics. After explaining examples of probability, I will explain two another statistical methods called permutation and combination. What is permutation? A permutation is an arrangement of all or part of a set of objects with regard to the order of the arrangement. For example, suppose we have a set of three letters A, B and C. We might ask how many ways we can arrange two letters from that set. Each possible arrangement would be an example of a permutation. Now, the combination. A combination is a selection of all or part of a set of objects without regard to the order in which objects are selected. For example, suppose we have a set of three letters A, B and C. Each possible selection would be an example of a combination. So, the difference between combination and permutation is ordering. With permutations, we care about the order of the elements, whereas the combination, we don't. For example, say your locker combo is 5432. If you enter 4325 into your locker, it won't open because it is a different ordering. Here are some combinationary problems. Problems frequently arise in statistics mechanics concerning the number of ways in which particles can be arranged in order or placed in containers. Some of the problems which are useful in statistical mechanics are below. First, number of ways of distributing and distinguishable objects. This example or problem can be understood by taking a numerical value like 8. Suppose the first object can be chosen in any of 8 ways. Now there are 7 choices for other remaining objects. The second object can be chosen in 7 ways. Therefore, the number of ways of choosing first two objects will be 8 into 7. Similarly, for the third object, the possible choices are 8 minus 2 means 6. And number of ways of selecting first three objects will then be 8 into 7 into 6. Thus, the number of ways of selecting or distributing undistinguishable objects will be 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, or it means factorial 8. So, for n ways, we can give the formula Wn is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 and so on. Lastly, 3 into 2 into 1. which is equal to factorial n. Each such distribution is distinguishable from other. Now we come to the second problem, where number of ways of arranging and distinguishable objects into groups of nj, each such that n1 objects are placed in container 1 and 2 container in 2, etc., and nj in the jth container, and the sum of nj is equal to n. The total number of ways of arranging all n objects from equation before we have seen is factorial n. The number of ways of arranging n1 objects in the first container is factorial n1, n2 objects into second container factorial n2, and nj objects in jth container factorial nj. Therefore, the number of ways of arranging any choice of nj objects will be factorial n1, factorial n2 into factorial n3 into factorial nj. Thus, the number of ways of arranging n distinguishable objects in group of nj will be present by following equation, that will be Wn is equal to factorial n upon factorial n1 into factorial n2 into factorial n3 and so on, and into factorial nj is equal to factorial n upon multiplication of all these factorial till nj. The third problem can be explained as number of ways of selecting n distinguishable objects from a set of m distinguishable objects irrespective of the order of choice. Number of ways of selecting n objects among each other is equal to factorial n. The number of ways of selecting m objects among each other is factorial m. The number of ways of selecting remaining m minus n objects among each is factorial m minus n. Therefore, the total number of ways of selecting any choice of n objects from m object is factorial n into factorial m minus n. Hence, the number of the ways of selecting n objects from m objects irrespective of the order of choice, given by Wn is equal to factorial m upon factorial n into factorial m minus n. The next combinationary problem explained as a number of ways arranging n indistinguishable objects into m distinguishable containers such that there is not more than one object per container, provided that m is very large than n. Let us first consider n objects to be distinguishable. In that case, first object can be arranged in m containers in m ways. The second is m minus 1 ways, and the last object in m minus 1 plus 1 ways. Thus, the number of ways of arranging n distinguishable objects in m containers would be m into m minus 1 into m minus 2 and so on, last m minus n plus 1 equal to factorial m upon factorial m minus 1, m minus n. But the objects are indistinguishable. Therefore, the number of ways of arranging n object is factorial n in containers, which is same for all objects. Thus, equation 2.4 should be divided by factorial n. Hence, the number of ways arranging n indistinguishable objects in m containers when there is not more than one object per container is presented by Wn is equal to factorial m upon factorial n into m minus 1 m minus n factorial. Next, number of ways of arranging n indistinguishable objects into m containers with no restriction on the number of objects per container is given by the following equation, like Wn is equal to m plus n minus 1 factorial upon m minus 1 factorial into n factorial. Last problem, number of ways of arranging n distinguishable objects into m distinguishable containers with no restriction to the number of objects per container. First object can be arranged in m containers in any one of the m ways. Second object can be arranged in m containers independently in any one of the m ways. Therefore, the number of ways of arranging first two objects independently in m containers is equal to m raised to the power 2. Thus, the number of ways of arranging n objects into m containers will be m raised to the power n. So, the distribution energy given by in these all equations are highly restrictive. Before we seen in problem 2, the equation is applicable to the distribution of n distinguishable particles when there is no restriction as to the number of particles occupying any energy state. The distribution is Boltzmann distribution. In this slide, we are going to solve the numerical problem based on permutation. The numerical problem is calculate the number of permutations of 5 distinguishable objects. To solve this, consider that 5 objects are labeled as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then one object can be chosen in any of the 5 ways. That is the number of permutations of first object equal to 5. For second object there are 4 choices. Therefore, number of permutations, or we can say ways of selecting for second object is equal to 4. Similarly, for third, fourth and fifth object it will be 3, 2, 1 respectively. Thus, the permutation will be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is equal to factorial 5, and factorial 5 is equal to 120. So, the answer is 120 permutation of 5 distinguishable objects is solved. Let us solve one more problem. This problem asked many times in final examination. The problem is calculate the number of ways of arranging 5 energy quantas among 3 energy levels such that one energy level has 1 quanta and 2 have 2 each. Let us solve this. We have 5 energy quantas. Let be labeled as A, B, C, D, E, and there are 3 energy levels. So we can distribute these 5 quantas in 3 energy level like this: first way, second way, and third way. And these are 3 energy levels. First way, in which the 1 quanta in first energy level, 2 in second, and 2 in third. This is the second way, where 2 in first energy level, second in 1, and last 2 in last. And this is one more way to distribute the quantas. So figure 2.1 shows the distribution of 5 quantas in 3 energy level. Now it can be solved numerically by using equation 2.2. We want to find W5 in the distribution group of 2, 2, 1. Hence, putting the value in equation 2.2, equation will be W5 is equal to factorial 5 upon factorial 2 into factorial 2 into factorial 1 is equal to factorial 5 is equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and upon factorial 2 is equal to 2 into 1, again factorial 2 is equal to 2 into 1, and factorial 1 is equal to 1. By solving this equation, we will get the answer is 30. Let us see the possible distribution could be. This is showing the total 30 ways of arranging 5 energy quantas among 3 energy level such that one energy level has 1 quanta and 2 have 2 each. So total 30 ways of distribution could be in this way. One more problem based on the combinationary rules. The question is calculate the number of ways of putting 4 objects in 5 boxes. This numerical can be solved by rule F we have seen before. To solve this question, we have number of ways of selecting object 1 which can be put independently in 5 boxes will be 5. Number of ways of putting object 2 independently in 5 boxes will be 5, and so on. We have 4 objects, so the total number of ways will be 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 is equal to 5 raised to the power 4, which will be answer 66 to 5. Our next problem is in how many ways 2 indistinguishable balls may be placed in 3 boxes. First condition is without any restriction. To solve this condition, equation 2.6 can be applied. Equation 2.6 is W n is equal to m plus n minus 1 whole factorial upon m minus 1 whole factorial into factorial n. Here we have three three distinguishable locations and two indistinguishable objects, means m is equal to 3 and n is equal to 2. Putting the value in equation, we have factorial 3 plus 2 minus 1 upon factorial 3 minus 1 into factorial 2 is equal to factorial 4 upon factorial 2 into factorial 2, which is giving answer 6. Next condition is only one ball can be in one box. This condition or problem can be solved by using equation 2.5, which is W is equal to factorial m upon factorial m minus n into factorial n. We already know here m is equal to 3 and n is equal to 2. So after putting the values of m and n, equation will be factorial 3 upon factorial 3 minus 2 into factorial 2 equal to factorial 3 upon factorial 1 into factorial 2 is equal to 3. Last part or last condition is the balls are distinguishable. This part can be solved by applying equation 2.7, which is Wn is equal to m raised to the power n. M is equal to 3 and n is equal to 2. So putting the value of m and n, the equation is 3 raised to the power 2, which is answering 9. The distribution in A, B and C above are shown in next slide. Here this is the diagrammatic presentation of the problem we solved numerically in previous slide. For the first condition A, there are 3 boxes and 2 balls can be placed in these type of ways. This is the first way, where ball are placed in second and third box. This is the second way, where ball are placed in first and third box. This is the third way, where balls are placed in first and second box, and this is the fourth way, where 2 balls are placed together, and here 5 in second box together, and in sixth way first box together. So there are total 6 ways we can see, which is also equal to we already solved numerically. Second, in part B, we have to place only one ball in one box. So these are the total 3 ways by which we can place only one ball in one box, same as solved numerically. Here this is the C condition or last condition. The balls are distinguishable, so we can give them name A and B. Here ball A is in third box and ball B in second box. Second way is putting ball A in second box and ball B in third box, and so on. And in seventh way, we place both the balls together in last box. This is the way where the ball A and B placed together in second box, and this is the way where the balls are placed together in first box. So these are the total 9 ways to putting the balls in distinguishable ways, and this is also give the same answer. Our next problem is calculate the number of ways of distributing distinguishable molecules X, Y and Z between the three energy levels so as to obtain the following sets of occupation number, where N0 is equal to 1, N1 is equal to 1 and N2 is equal to 1. That means each energy level is occupied by one molecule. This can be solved by applying combinationary rule B and equation 2.2, in which the number of ways of arranging n distinguishable objects in group will be given by Wn is equal to factorial n upon multiplication of all the factorial of objects. So putting the value in this equation, the equation will be where n is equal to 3, n0 is equal to and n1 is equal to, n2 is equal to, all is equal to 1. So equation will be factorial 3 upon factorial 1 into factorial 1 into factorial 1 is equal to 3 into 2 into 1 upon 1 is equal to 6. So we get the answer 6. This is the diagrammatic presentation of this numerical. Here we can see there are three energy level E0, E1 and E2 and the three molecules X, Y and Z arranged in 6 type of ways. So the numerically and diagrammatically answers are same. Here one more problem. Calculate the number of ways of distributing 4 molecules in 4 energy levels such that there are 2 molecules in the level E0, 1 molecule in the level E1, 1 molecule in the level E2 and 0 in level E3. That means N0 is equal to 2, N1 is equal to 1, N2 is equal to 1 and N3 is equal to 0. We can solve this problem similarly as previous. Only difference is that there are 2 molecules in level E0 and 0 molecules in level E3. Putting the values, we get the answer as 12. Here there are 12 ways of distributing the 4 molecules as required in the problem. The same result may be obtained by considering the following treatment. Here one more problem, that calculate the total number of completions in arranging 4 distinguishable systems among energy level 0, energy level 1, 2 and 3 such that total energy is 3E. To solve this, according to the problem, we have 4 particles as a 4 distinguishable. So n is equal to 4. The possible ways of arranging the particles in the energy levels with total energy 3E are: first way is 3 particles in energy level 0 and 1 particles in energy level 3. It means N0 is equal to 3 and N1 is equal to 1. Putting these values of N0 and N1, the equation will be energy of level 1 is equal to factorial 4 upon factorial 3 into factorial 1 is equal to 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 upon 3 into 2 into 1 into 1, which will give the answer 4. Second possible way is two particles in energy level 0 and one particle in energy level 1 and one particle in energy level 2. Here n0 is equal to 2, n1 is equal to 1 and n2 is equal to also 1. So energy of level 2 will be given by the equation factorial 4 upon factorial 2 into factorial 1 into factorial 1. To solve this, equation will be 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1 into 1 into 1 is equal to 12. The last possible way is where one particle in energy level 0 and 3 particle in energy level 1. So here n0 is equal to 1 and n1 is equal to 3. So energy of level 3 is given by factorial 4 upon factorial 1 into factorial 3, which will be give the answer 4. So the total energy will be energy level 1, energy of level 1 plus level 2 plus 3 is 4 plus 12 plus 4 is equal to 20. So answer we will get the 20 ways of distribution this energy level.